All right, hello everyone, this is Mr. Crozier. I'm going to help you with the homework worksheet number 1, simplifying logarithms. We have all of these logarithms to simplify. Directions, use the change of base formula to estimate, then expand and simplify. So here we go, problem number 1. I need a log here that takes 5 to 200. Well, let's see here. The change of base says I just do log of 200 divided by log of 5, and that's 3.29. So let me see if that works. 5 raised to the power of 3.292. Yes, that gets me very close to 200, so that's the right answer there. All right, and now what we're going to do is we are going to simplify this using all our properties of logs. And the first thing I can do is say that 200 is 25 times 8. If you're looking at your order of operations, we know that these multiplication logs can be broken down into addition. So these two right here, 25 times 8, let's see, 25 times 8 does make 200. All right, and then once I do that, what I see here is that I know this logarithm. I know that 5 to the second power makes 25, so there's just a 2 there. And then I can also rewrite this and say 8 is really 2 to the third power. 2 to the third power is 8. And once I do that, I have the power rule that allows me to bring that log down here, because instead of an exponent, I can change it into multiplication. If you don't know these rules, they are on notes 5.2. Make sure, or 5.3, sorry. Make sure you get out your rules paper and follow those rules there. You can bring that down. So now it's 2 plus 3 logs of base 5 of 2. So let's check that. 2 plus 3 log of 2 divided by log of 5. And there you go. And that matches what I had before. Now there are multiple right answers here, not on this problem, but on some other problems you're going to run into some situations where you get the right decimal, but it's not going to match what I have. That's fine as long as you have a decimal matching and these arguments, the top part of the log, those are all prime numbers. That's a prime, and what you'll see in all my answers, they're all prime numbers here. Everything has been split up as far as I can. Remember what we do. We take multiplication, split it up to addition. We take division, split it up to subtraction. We take exponents, split it up to multiplication. And as long as you've done that, you'll be fine. So you can get different answers than you see here. All right, on number 2, I have a division problem in which I split up into subtractions. Now I have, instead of 20 divided by this, it's 20 minus this. And then right here, again, this is multiplication. So that's 4 times 5 makes 20. These two pieces go here. And 121, well, that's 11 squared. So I change this to this. And now I bring down the exponent, leave that there, leave this alone, and leave this. The decimals will match, and those are primes, so I'm good. If you have something different, that's fine. Just make sure you get to that. 30, 3 times 10. I know the log of 3 base 3, that's just 1, and 10's not a prime number, so it's 2 and 5. I split 124 into 4 and 31. I know this log, don't know that one. The log here, I'm going to change this division to subtraction. That's a 2. And right here, be careful, you are minusing this whole thing. So it is minus this one and minus this one. So when you go to write it at the end, you are subtracting this and you are subtracting that. You're subtracting this whole number, which is that whole number. Now this is one where you may get different answers, and if you do, just check the decimals. This became 1, and then this right here, I put it into a 3 and a 5 for that 15. All right, number 6, I changed it into 49 times 2, rather straightforward. This one, This number right here means 75 to the 1/3 power. And then I changed that and I brought that power down to the front. I took that exponent, brought it down and multiplied it out front. And then when I split this one up here, make sure you see that that 1/3 goes with the left and the right one. All right, down here, 18 minus 125 to the half power. Bring the half out front. I divided this one up, and then 5 to the third makes 125, and I can simplify that. If you get something else, if you're not getting these answers or they're not making sense, check your decimal and just make sure all arguments are prime. Prime number, prime number, prime number. If you have something here that's not prime, split it up with the product rule. On this one, I have 160 here and here, split all the way up, got an exponent in here. Always look for those exponents. Try and split it up. If you can ever split it up with what your base is, if you can ever divide this by your base, that makes life a lot easier. And we can simplify here. 200. I got 200 is 10 times 4 times 5, right? 10 times 4 times 5 is 200. And why did I use a 10? Because then that's just 1 right there. And you can simplify out the power here and here. Prime number, whole number. Everything looks good. Again, there are other solutions. Check your decimals. Look for the prime numbers. All right, you have 16. That's help with the first 10. Hope this helps. And I will see you tomorrow in class.